Hello everyone. Today I would like to take you through the chakra system and the auric energy fields and how do we read energy from the auras. Now we have the seven chakra system which comprises of the root chakra, your sacral and solar plexus chakras, heart chakra, throat, third eye and crown chakras. That is called the seven chakra system. Now the primary concern of everyone, especially with respect to rooted belief systems and the societal programming, those information will be saved in your root chakra. It's also known as the tribal chakra. That is where the genetic information about the clan that you represent. Suppose you belong to a particular tribe or a sect or a clan, then those particular information is saved in the root chakra, or it's also called as the tribal chakra. That is where we need to do work when it comes to healing past life imprints, especially karmic imprints. Mostly, suppose we have anger or anxiety or depression, uh, those trends are saved in your root chakra, which is actually situated in the lower back of your body where the spine begins under the pelvis. And that root chakra is the chakra that will get affected mostly by this kind of past life karmic imprints or your ancestral programming, especially when you belong to a particular tradition or a sect. Most of these root information from your ancestors is saved in the root chakra. So mostly when it comes to healing your chakra system from the uh, karmic imprints, we need to heal those issues from your root chakra itself, beginning with the root, and then we proceed to the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Sacral plexus sacred solar plexus chakra is situated after your heart, and that is the center of your power. And solar plexus chakra needs to be energized when you feel that you possess a fear of doing something, or you feel the lack of courage to do something. That is the time when you need to energize your solar plexus chakra. And between the solar plexus and the root, next to your navel or under your belly, there is a chakra called as the sacral chakra. That is where the seat of creativity lies on. It is represented by the color orange. Root chakra is represented by the color red, and your solar plexus chakra is represented by the color yellow. We need to note the colors that is used for these chakras. When it comes to heart chakra, you represented it by the color of green, and throat is represented by the color blue. Your third eye chakra is represented by the color purple, and your crown is represented by the color indigo. Why I'm talking about colors today is because apart from chakra system, the energy gets also saved in your auric energy fields also, and we can read the energy from the auras to understand more about your past life imprints, and which all chakras need to be energized, or suppose there will be some chakras which are out of balance. Say for example your throat chakra is blocked, then you will have difficulty in expressing things to the outside world. So then we need to do something to energize it or to balance it. Suppose your ajna or your third eye chakra that is not open, then it will be difficult for you to plan anything for the long term. Like you will be always doing things in a tentative fashion or an ad hoc manner. So other than asking questions to you and diagnosing what are the issues, we have a specific way of knowing what is saved in your aura energy by reading your auras. And by reading the colors represented by the auras, we will know what all chakras are affected, and we can energize the chakras and balance it so that you can come out of the difficulties of your past life. Now I'll start talking about aura. What is aura? Aura is nothing but the halo that is surrounding your body. And you would have observed the photo of Buddha or Jesus, and they'll be having a halo outside the physical body. That is called the aura. And we human beings also have, not I'm not talking about light beings. Those everyone has an aura represented by our auric body, and we need to understand what are all the layers that are composed of an auric field, because that is where the electromagnetic field of our etheric body and the astral body is saved. And we should first understand what is the etheric body and what are the layers above the etheric body, and what are the layers that are above the astral body. Now we have our physical body, we have our physical, mental and emotional layers above our physical body, that is composed of our physical aura. Now above the physical aura there is our astral body, which also have the upper layers of our physical, mental and emotional layers. It's very easy. Now we have to just see that we have an astral body above our physical body, and there are three layers: physical, mental and emotional layers above our physical body. And above our astral body, the same layers are in the upper side of the spectrum, which is in the opposite. Like we have our physical, mental and emotional bodies in the same way above our astral body. Now why I'm talking about this specifically is because this is the spectrum of different layers of aura, and we identify the aura defects by identifying the color of the auras. Suppose a person, when I see look at the aura of a person, I am seeing that he has got the color of red and orange more appearing above his aura, then that means that he has got some problems which uh, which is coming from his rooted belief systems represented by the color red, and orange represents problem in his creativity chakra or the sacral chakra. It could also mean that he could have had sexual abuse problems from his past, because most of the karmic imprint, past life imprint, is saved in the sacral chakra. That is the seat of creativity. Unless we unlock the sacral chakra, we will not be able to function in a way by which we can come into a form of self expression, because creation is something that is produced by the sacral chakra, and if there are blockages in your sacral chakra, then it will affect your creativity. Basically, sexual abuse does not mean that you might have had sexual abuse in this lifetime. It could have been just that you would have seen, you know, something uh, done by someone else, probably from a video or watching TV, and it would have awakened a specific memory of yours, which could include a past life imprint of yours. That is the abuse I am talking about. It is not that physically in this lifetime you would have encountered through such a issue. Now there are bigger issues than this if it comes to heart chakra. Suppose I am seeing the color green in your aura, then that is a positive thing, because that means that that person has his heart chakra open. We can identify auras on the positive side of the spectrum also. Now if I am seeing the aura color uh, blue or purple, then that means that the person is on the higher spectrum, above the heart. They are the upper level chakras of the body. Lower level chakras are under the heart, which are your solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras. Those chakras above the heart are the upper chakras of the body, and those chakras are meaningful for producing things above the astral body. That is why I explained about three layers above our astral body. Those layers are like we have our causal body and celestial body and etheric body. It's not etheric body. Etheric body is the first layer above our physical body. I'm talking about etheric body. And we have our above our etheric body, we have our emotional and mental layers. And if we are emotionally healed properly from our past life traumas or any sexual abuse or inner child issues or domestic violence, it could be because normally these are all the blocks which occur with people who have problems in the emotional layer. Above that we have our mental layer, and if there are no imprints saved on your mental layer, then that is fine. You will be able to connect to your intuition and work from your heart chakra. That is the main thing I am talking about, because above this physical, emotional, and mental layers, we have our causal body. A causal body is something like your that is where the wheel of karma turns in your favor, starts turning into your favor. Because when there are unresolved things from the past that is saved in your physical, mental, or emotional layers, you will not be able to work outside the wheel of karma. Once you move outside the causal body, then we have three layers called as the celestial layer and etheric layer. That is, celestial layer is the place where we start working from our heart chakra. Like for emotional healing, what we need to do is we need to unblock our heart basically. For that, we need to stop resisting the feelings that we have, and we should start expressing our feelings. Once we do that, then we are above the uh, uh, wheel of karma. Then we have the celestial body. That is where we need to use our intuition to connect to our third eye, and we have a vision of what is going to come into our future, and we work based on our third eye chakra. That is what our celestial body is. That layer surpasses the human thought, because it's mostly driven by the intuitive awareness of what are we and what we are going to be in the future. And the top of all those layers is called the Ketheric body, which is our connection with the divine. It is also called as the light body. That is the aura that we see when we see the halo in photos of Buddha or Jesus. And that is the Ketheric body, which is our connection to the divine itself. And this is what people are chasing for all these years, by trying out different drugs and what all kinds of bliss are available in the planet. Once we are in our Ketheric body, then we are close to God or the divine itself. And that is the light body, lightest aura of every particle in the planet. And these are the seven layers of aura I am talking about. When it comes to resolving unresolved karma, we need to read the auras basically to understand what are the blockages you have in your chakras. Then there is one more chakra which I want to talk about, that is called as it doesn't come under the normal seven chakra system. That is called as the earth star chakra. We have our earth star chakra under the feet of our legs. That is about 1 feet down the feet of our body. And we have our soul star chakra, that is above our head, 1 feet above our crown chakra. And these are the main chakras which are other than the seven chakra system. What will happen is when we walk with our soul star, with our earth star chakra, when we do any sort of grounding exercise and walk bare feet in the ground above the earth, what will happen is the aura emitted by our earth star chakra, it will pass through the earth, and at the same time we receive the aura energy of the earth also back to our earth star chakra. Earth has its own aura like human beings. Earth has a crystalline grid that is surrounded uh, over the planet, and just like we have our soul star chakra above our head, earth has got its own crystalline grid surrounding its structure, grid structure. And once we walk barefoot in the earth, what happens is the aura of the crystalline grid of the earth gets transmitted to our feet or the earth star chakra. And the reverse also is possible. When we remove all our causal patterning formed in our causal body, and we eliminate all those wheel of karma in from our life and move into the celestial body or the catholic body, where we have our intuitive awareness and connection to the heart, and moving into our divine blueprint, then what will happen is when we do earth walks, the crystalline grid of the earth will feel the aura that is produced by our earth star chakra, and that is healing to the planet. That is a way of healing the planet, because we should know that right now the planet is lethargic to all of these things that are happening around us, which is why it is throwing us all this what is that, carbon dioxide emissions, wildfires. Wildfires and floods are something that the earth is retracting us with. But because of carbon dioxide emissions or pollution or whatever karma that the people in the planet are doing, earth is throwing us back, by way of aligning people. Because pandemic is an example, of the earth showing its own what do you call, not, you cannot say respite or something like that, but it will be like what I feel is because we are not aligning or tuning into the frequency of the earth, and these kind of Incidents are coming to us for people to move into a higher frequency and align to the earth's frequency. It is like a course correction, that's what I believe. Earth is giving its course correction for us to understand why we have why we were the cause of all this. And if we do a causal analysis of our own ancestral patterns, then we will know that it is high time we should come out of our belief systems and everyone starts healing the earth itself, because that will happen only when we resolve our individual karma and the collective karma, and that is a big step which everyone needs to take in the planet.